Oops. Oops. Oh no. Oops. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to turn the screen back to me, and I pushed the program over button. I apologize. Sincerely. Not a good move. Not a good move, but what it does do is gives everybody a chance to hit the like button again. Especially if you didn't hit it the first time. Gosh darn it, I'm sorry about that. I did that. I pushed the wrong button. Operator error. I'm like the pilot. We just did a nosedive because of me. I pulled out of the dive. There's about 5 of you have hit your head on the ceiling inside the airplane. I'm sorry about that. Ouch! Pops! I pulled right out of the... we were this close to me having to be... What was that guy's name? Captain... What was his name? The guy that saves everybody in New York, the harbor. Sully, Captain Sully. Whiskey, buckle up. Sullenberger. Paige, you're always the smartest person in the room. Okay? I think Sully, and it's actually Sullenberger. I'm sorry about that. I pulled a Sullenberger on you guys. Herbie, can you imagine being saving that many people's lives because you knew what you were doing and you were a professional? You kept your cool. Had a little bit of luck on your side. Streety, I just pulled a Sullenberg. Captain Sully, but I saved it. I brought it in on the glide. You know, a lot of people think that the world's longest waterfall is Niagara Falls. A lot of people think. You know what's really neat? April 8th, we're having the neatest eclipse in my lifetime. I think one other cool thing happened in my lifetime. Halley's Comet came by. I forget when. Halley's Comet, what is that? Help me out. 76 years? What is it, every 76 years? I'm just going trivia here. I don't remember the last one or when the next one's coming. But I'll tell you which one is what's blowing my mind. Is this thing, Slingy thinks it was 75, 77, somewhere around then? Could have been. I remember it though. It was a big deal. 76, and it's every 76 years. That's what it is. Kim, that's what I was trying to come up with. Okay. Listen. One of the neatest events in astronomy is going to be happening. I think it's April 8th coming up, right? It's one of those eclipses. We have to look this up when we're getting closer and we'll talk about it together. It's like it happens once every 120, 130, 140 years. It's like some ridiculous, like you'll never see it in 2 lifetimes. You can live twice and miss it. And it's coming this particular, and you won't see it again until, I'm making it up, 20,130 or something, right? It's going to be something. What I heard, I don't know if it's true, so we have to study this some more, okay? Let's look into this as a crew. April 8th, where are we supposed to be? I heard one of the best places in the world to hear it, to see it, is Niagara Falls. Kim says in San Antonio they're going to be able to see it. Is that Indiana's a pinnacle point? Brock told me that. Where did I hear that it was supposed to be? Now, I'm getting carried away. We have to study this and figure this out. Okay? The news said it's in Maine. Oh, Deborah, I remember Hale Bob too. Jonathan says they're getting 4 minutes of totality there. Jonathan, I think's in Indiana, isn't he? Maybe, no, Jonathan is in Nebraska? Missouri? Well, we'll figure it out. Indiana's in the path. From Arkansas up to Maine. See, I'm getting excited thinking about this. But I don't know why I kept thinking Niagara Falls, Niagara Falls, Niagara. Like, was I supposed to go to Niagara Falls for the weekend and check out the eclipse at the same time? I don't know. If I did that, doesn't Cleany and Niffy live somewhere near Niagara Falls? You don't have to tell us exactly where you live, but do you guys live somewhere near Niagara Falls? No, this isn't a small one, you guys. This is like the biggest one ever. This is like every 157 years you see one of these. Well, we'll figure it out. Let's spend some time early April, not April 1st, because don't believe a word I say on the show on April 1st. April 1st, if it's a show day, I plan on doing nothing but lying for the whole show. Okay? The whole show. Literally, from the beginning to the end, is going to be the biggest fat lie. It's going to be called the Fat Lie Show. Okay? Just know that up front. Okay? If I slip in a truth, it's going to be by accident. The longest waterfall in the world is Niagara Falls. Not true. Angel Falls, Paige knows. Angel Falls in Venezuela is the longest waterfall in the world. From here, and all the water falling down. Niagara stops about here, and that's a big one. Angel Falls, 17 times longer than Niagara Falls. 17 times longer than Niagara Falls. That's a long fall. So, the most common language in the world is English. The most common language in the world is English. Not true. Not true. Sorry. Blow that one up. What's the most common language in the world? What is it? It's not Spanish. It's not French. It's not Spanish. It's not Spanish. It's not English. Paige, this is your third correct answer in about a minute. Mandarin. Paige, send me your address. Paige, I'm writing your name down here. I have to send you a gram because you're so smart. A gram of concentrate. Paige, turn the page. And you know she's guessing them without even hitting the old, she doesn't even have time to Google it. Paige, I want to play, what do they call it? Bar trivia with you. Paige, send me your address, sweetie. While 500 million people speak English worldwide, nearly 2 billion people speak Mandarin in Asia. What's that, Austin Myers? What is not Austin Myers? What's his name? The, Mike Myers. Austin Powers. Every time you think of an English guys, and they show you the typical English-looking people, do they usually show them with like perfectly straight teeth, or are they little snaggle-toothed? Which do you usually see? What does the media portray it as? Straight teeth or teeth like Pops? Yeah, baby. Free. Yeah, baby. Which is it? They usually go snaggly on them, don't they? Those poor English people. They show them always snaggled up. Why? What's up with that? Well, people from the United Kingdom have bad teeth. That's myth number 187. That's myth number 187. Oh, I know SSW, they give them the eyebrows too. Pop eyebrows, okay? People from the United Kingdom have bad teeth. Myth number 187. There was a study done in 2006. Who does this? Who sits around this? You know, we really should do a study on this. We got to figure this out, all right? There was a study done in 2006 that measured the amount of decay, missing or filled teeth in the average 12-year-old in Europe. So we're going to take the average 12-year-old throughout all of Europe. Missing teeth, decayed teeth, teeth. The study found that blank was the country with the worst dental care. And the United Kingdom was considered to have the best teeth in Europe. Best teeth in Europe. Which country in Europe had the worst? Go. Which country in Europe had the worst? Worst teeth. Europe. And it is not a United Kingdom. We got Portugal and Germany and France and Russia and France and Estonia and Germany and Scotland and Paraguay and Transylvania and the UK. No, it's not UK. Which one? King Metro, Poland. But King, you just won something here yesterday. I'm going to give it to Mark Z, the very next one. Marky Z. Poland. Mark. Poland. Poland was the country with the worst dental care. And the United Kingdom was considered to have the very best teeth in Europe. Mark Z, I need an address from you. We're going to send you, let's see, we're going to send you 10 caps and 2 grams of ODPE. I'm writing it down. 10 caps and 2 grams of ODPE. Okay? Are we having fun? Are we playing games this morning? By the way, somebody got it right before Mark, King. But King, I just sent you something yesterday, so you don't mind that I send it to Mark. Okay? Thank you. How about this one? We all know that South Africa, blood diamonds. Kill for diamonds. I hate diamonds. I think diamonds are one of the dumbest things in the whole world, except in a construction or a drilling sense. I love a diamond-tipped blade. I remember the first time in construction, I couldn't afford it. Finally, I'm like, that's it. I'm laying down the money. I'm buying circular blade, but it was diamond chips in it, right? I'm doing it. Straightest, most beautiful cuts you could ever make because you had a diamond-tipped blade, right? To me, it's the only place that you're supposed to really use diamonds. The rest of it is, for the history of man, we decided that stone right there is going to be the important one. Yeah, grinder blades, cutting, drilling. They put it at the end of drills to get as far down and get soil samples. And I get diamonds as a utilitarian source, but to wear on my finger, to be the biggest big shot, to outspend Mrs. Jones, Sierra Leone, People, I mean, how many people die for a diamond? Robberies, murders, stuff for a freaking mineral that we, somewhere along the line, our kookiness decided that's important. That has value. It has zero value to me. Oh, I take that back. My diamond blade, I still have it. It's so, I'm not trying to be political, but all of a sudden I am. What is wrong with us? What the, right, Streety? It's shiny. How childish are we? Laura, if it wasn't diamonds, it would be something else. Maybe. Yeah. But why can't we have been programmed to not have any of this in us in the first place? Diamonds are so creepy. All of that stuff where we put extracurricular value on it, even gold. Gold's fantastic for what its uses are for. Number one, best use for gold is that it's so conductive. It's phenomenal for conducting electricity, etc. But for it to be on my gold-plated faucet in my bathtub, my toilet handles got gold? What the hell is wrong with me? South Africa has the highest production of diamonds. Is that true? Is that true? South Africa, we think of it all the time. South Africa. Highest production of diamonds in the world coming out of South Africa. True or false? Stuart Hughes says, no way, Pops. Stuart Hughes says they're coming out of Russia. Russia. Stuart, South Africa has the highest production of diamonds. Not true. Russia has the highest worldwide production of diamonds. Russia. 22.5% of all the diamonds in the world are coming from Russia, while 9% are coming out of South Africa. Why haven't we been misled? Seriously, Gypsy, I feel misled. I feel misled. That's like almost 3 times as many coming out of, 2.5 times as many coming out of Russia, but nobody tells us. I'll give you guys one more myth bust. I love busting myths. I don't know why, because a lot of this stuff I actually thought all along this is like the way it worked. And we find out that our teeth are, the Polish teeth are bad, and the Russians are really the ones that are out there getting that whole diamond thing going. The South Africans are just riding along. How about this one? I'm going to make this a contest. Don't look this one up. Don't Google. Promise me, give me 10 people that are going to promise, I won't Google, I won't Google, I won't Google. This one's going to blow your mind. You can't Google. No Google, no Google, no Google. I'm gonna bust a myth. I'm going to bust a myth on you. Okay? No Google, no Google, no Google. This myth is a closer. That's why I'm killing today's myths with this one. You're not going to believe it. The myth is that Japan exports more soy sauce than any other country. It doesn't. What country does? Go. What country? It's not Japan. Exports more soy sauce than any other country. China, India, Taiwan, China. False, China, America. Hong Kong, Turkey, Australia, USA. I'm reading them as I see them. Don't Google Spain, India. Taiwan, Indonesia, America. I'm too allergic to answer. India, Mexico, Laos, Peru, USA, India. You guys, none of you are even close. Ukraine, Korea, Thailand, Vietnam. Who knows? Canada, Vietnam. You guys don't know this one. China, Sweden. What the what? Georgia, Madagascar, Thailand, Philippines. Zoo City, Michael. Zoo City, Michael. Just got it. Netherlands. Zoo City, Michael said Netherlands, and he was right. Zoo City, send me your address. I'll send you 2 grams of ODPE. Okay? You send me your address, and I'll send you 2 grams of ODPE. I wrote that down so I don't forget. Can you believe Japan does not export the most, but the Netherlands does? What the hell's the Netherlands doing with soy sauce? What the hell are they doing with soy sauce up there? It's the fishing industries. Look it up. You'll find out where soy sauce actually comes from, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Corey's like, that can't be, Pops. It can't be. We're just busting myths over here, bro. That's all. We're just busting myths. Okay? That was... That was a good guess. All right. That one blows my mind. I don't know why. What? You could pick 100 other countries and I'd have believed it closer. I like the answer Vietnam. Whoever was in there saying Vietnam, I was like, yeah, I would buy Vietnam as a backup. But Netherlands? Why don't we just say Iceland? Yeah, we do it in between lava flows. What? What are you doing in the... What? The 4th agreement. Page 75. Page 75. Okay? We're going to start, just barely start talking about the 4th agreement here for today. This is the forgiveness agreement. This is the agreement where you learn how not to judge yourself, but to really accept yourself and push yourself to higher levels. Just because you can. You're already playing clean. Your field's pretty darn clean because you've been being impeccable. Man, anytime you see your side of the street get a little bit dirty, you're cleaning it up. You're living on the impeccable side. Well on that side, compared to the past. You're also learning to not take things personally, not make assumptions. Those are the things we're practicing on a daily basis because the world's bringing them to us and we get to work on them. And as long as our power of our word is positive and love, we know that nothing personal can get to us. And we know if we are about to make an assumption, we can change it with the power of our word by asking the right questions. So you're living pretty clean at this point. One day at a time. And I hesitate to do that because I'm not trying to 12-step anybody. But everything that we talk about, we just do one day at a time. My brain's too weak to think I can do anything forever. If I can just do it for today and I have a plan for tomorrow, I'm good. The 4th agreement says always do your best. And at first, that's going to be really overwhelming. That means you have to walk around and be a freaking Olympic champion every single day of your life. Is that what that means? That if you're not getting a gold star every day, you're a loser. Always do your best. We were taught it that way. If you didn't get a gold star today, you're a loser. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot. That isn't what do your best means. Do your best has to start one place, from inside. There's only one person knows who the doctor is. You're your own doctor. Hippocrates is the one that taught us that all along. They took him and turned him into some doctor of doctors. Hippocrates was one of the most holistic thinkers you'd ever seen. Physician, heal thyself. Everybody has the power to be their own physician. I can't tell you what your best is. I can't. It's not my job to. It's none of my business. It really isn't. The moment I'm focused on your best, where am I not focused? On mine. So I'm already not doing my best. I'm already kicked out of the Do the Best Club. I can't be in the Do Your Best Club if I'm looking at what you're doing. Give me two people that make sense to. A couple more. Does that even make logical sense? How can I be doing my best if I'm not focused on me? But I'm looking over there. So you already know your first step in doing your best is not paying attention to anybody else's best. You're automatically disqualified. Cleaning, it's really hard. Because we judge ourselves against others. That's how we were taught. Our scores kept against each other. Nature doesn't do that. There isn't a thing in nature that compares itself to others. It just does. It just operates. The deer gets up this morning. It's going to do its very best to find an apple today and find a warm place to sleep and a place to stay out of the traffic. It's going to do its very best, and it's not competing against anybody. And one day, guess what? The deer finds a pile of beautiful apples. And another day, a couple rotten cores. That's all he can find. Did he have one day that was better than the other? According to human linear thinking, yes. Oh, the day that he found more apples was a way better day than the day that he had just a couple of rotten cores, poor thing. Do you think the deer measured it? Do you think the deer goes, today was better than yesterday? I don't. I think the deer got up and did his best both days. One day he got more than the other. One day he might have even had a little ding on one of his hoofs and he had to limp to go get the apple, but he's going. One day he doesn't find any apples at all, but he's going. One day he can't get up. It's too cold. I hear a hunter. I'm going to hide for today. He's doing his best. Today's the day to hide. What happens is, and everything in nature does this, what happens is the human does a linear thinking. If I win, it was my best. If I lose, wins, loses. You know, when you're living impeccably, you're not taking something personal. You're not assuming. There is no win and lose. You have moved beyond the power of linear thinking. Now you're into the power of internal. Am I doing my best? I know going into best, going into answering that question, I know this. Am I doing my best? If I'm even asking that question of myself, I'm on the path. I know this. I know this going into, well, I ask this question before I even answer it. I know that my quote unquote best isn't the same every day. That's the trap we fall into. It's not as good today as it was yesterday, so I quit. So I can't do it anymore. Nobody said today has to be as good as yesterday. We just said you had to do your best today. Well, I didn't find any apples for 7 days in a row. I'm stopping. I'm not looking for apples anymore. No one said it's about how many apples you find. We said it was, did you do your best? If you did your best, I got to tell you something. Apples will come. Eventually, look around me. The harvest gets so big, you don't even know what to do with it. Your harvest will be so overwhelming. You do your best. You're looking at it going, all I got is this, but I'm doing it. Are you really? Or are you measuring yourself against yesterday? My best is now I'm looking for ways to expand. I wrote to somebody yesterday. It was the funniest thing I wrote. I go, I want to expand and stay small. The expand part isn't to have more. It's to help more, but to stay small. Doing our best is an inside job. At the end of every day, look at it. Just, could you have done better? 9 out of 10 times my answer is yeah. I actually could have. I have room. I could have done better in that situation. I could have handled that better. And I could have actually gone and done that one thing that I procrastinated. Remember I told myself I was going to go get my car washed and I didn't. I let myself down. My car could give a damn if it got cleaned. If I told myself I was going to go get my car washed today and I didn't, just because I changed my mind, I didn't do my best for myself. I like to keep my word to myself. Sometimes what I'll do is don't say anything at all, so I'm not responsible. I don't want to be responsible for having to do anything. So just shut up. Don't make any agreements. Sometimes that's your best. Am I right, Vegas? Sometimes our best is to make no commitments at all. Then you can keep your word. And I mean that without joking. Especially those of us that overcommit and underdeliver. You want to be the other guy. Penny peck, get after it. Especially if you said you were going to. You'll be so proud of yourself when you put on the rubber glove. There's one agreement, but it's the one that allows the other three to become deeply ingrained. A deeply ingrained habit. The fourth agreement is action. Do your best. We have to really work on this because I slip into linear thinking very easily. Win, lose. Top, bottom. 0, 100. That isn't peace. None of those are peaceful points. 0's not peaceful. 100's definitely not peaceful. 100, I'm going too fast. I don't belong there. I start thinking linear and I get messed up. When I take that out of it and I just look at my effort, on a day-to-day basis, was it substantial? Was it impressive? Was it my best? And if I can come really close to saying yes, I've had a pretty good workout that day. I had a pretty good workout. Under any circumstances, do your best. No more and no less. You know who's one of the most impressive guys in the world for me? The employee that doesn't want to do what he has to do because that's what he's supposed to be doing. And he does it so well. You're the guy that has to pick up the trash in the parking lot. There's trash all over. Your parking lot out there looks like crap where you work. You pull in there every day. Oh, I'm proud to go to work. You are. Look at the place you work. It's a shithole. You know what would be really nice? Clean it up. They don't pay me to do that. Oh, really? You aren't doing your best. Your best is to look around and say, how can I improve everything around me too? That's just a small example. Can you imagine going to work and cleaning up the parking lot and no one told you? You're moving real high up there on a best employee, and you didn't do it because anybody's watching. There's all kinds of examples in your life where you can go be better. And not in a linear sense, but in an action sense. We can talk some more about this tomorrow. Always do our best. We do here. When we start out in the morning, well, how can I put on a program? I got to get some music. We've got to have some pictures. We've got to have the subject. We have to have some content. We have to have some stuff to give away. We have to be present. We have to be available afterwards. We have to, if we say we're going to mail something, we have to put it in the mail. We want to do our best. And I can tell you something. The more you do your best, the better your best gets. The better your best will get. And becomes a source of internal confidence that feeds your ability to be more impeccable. Because we start out sort of, I'm not sure if I'm worthy. If you're doing your best and you're being impeccable, you are more than worthy, my friend. All good? Let's do a final giveaway here. I am going to give away a scale. I'm going to give away a scale and a little gram of concentrate to go on it. Okay? Let's give this away. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Lugnut Corey. Give me a number between 1 and 50. You can put up to 3 of them on your line at one time. If it's somebody that's recently won, I'm going to pass you by and give it to the next person. But Marcy Plant Flowers has not won anything recently, and she just did. 33, Marcy Plant Flowers, MLP 33. Very, very nicely done, Marcy. Marcy, I'm writing your name down. I need your address at the DetroitMushLab.net. We're going to send you a scale. And we're going to send you, where's the scales? These scales are like this. One of these scales. I'm going to send you a scale. I'm going to send you a little something to put on the scale. Okay, Marcy? Scale and gram. And we will do our best to get that out to you as soon as you get us your address. Okay. You guys go have a beautiful day. Do your best. Be impeccable. If you've already started out today and you plan on spending the rest of the day being impeccable, you're well on your way to doing your best. Have a great day, kids. Love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we all plan on continuing to do our best. Have a great day. I hope you guys love this as much as I do. It's JC and 5280 all day and whiskey. I love me some whiskey. Marcy, you're welcome. Get me that address, dear. Carlos Santos. Good morning, Carlos. Jackie Meow Kitty. Yeah, you gotta have one. Jesus Christ. It's where's it made? Is it made in China? Let's see. Let's see. Sure enough, made in China. Yep. That's all right. Kimberly, whiskey. Laura, have a divine day. Penny Pack, don't pulverize anybody, dear. Corey D, have a nice day. Bud and Marcy and JC and Jesus Christ in Australia and Free and Gypsy. I love me some Gypsy. Satter, random German, nice to see you. Jolie Cantor, better to see her. Deborah, not better, but nice to see her. Deborah, you are a pearl, exception R&R. Crystal, hi Crystal. Cat Meowzilla. Mark Zamaron. Bohadir Yunusov. Good morning from Uzbekistan. Good morning. Michael Patterson. Good morning, Mikey. Slingy and Exception in Lexington. Felix the Cat and Grady and Jesus and Stuart. Nice to see you. Mr. Marmars and the dog and Mike and Jesus and Random German from Germany. That's right. He's very random, but kind of specific.